Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the very first chapter of the Gospel of John. Now, this isn't your typical Christmas story with a manger or shepherds. John starts at the very beginning of everything, with a huge cosmic perspective on who Jesus is. It's foundational to, everything that comes next.
Right off the bat, you hear that phrase, "in the beginning," and it should ring a bell. John is deliberately echoing the very first words of the Bible, from the creation story in Genesis. And trust me, that is no accident. He's about to retell the story of creation, but there's a huge twist. He's revealing the one who was there the whole time, right at the center of it all. This isn't just a new chapter, it's the key that unlocks the whole story.
So John kicks things off by giving Jesus this kind of mysterious and incredibly powerful title, the Word. It's a term that would have meant a lot to both his Jewish and Greek readers. So what on earth is he getting at with this one title?
Okay, let's unpack that. The original Greek word here is logos. Now, to the Greeks, logos was this idea of divine reason, the logic that held the universe together. To the Jews, it brought to mind God's powerful creative speech in Genesis, let there be light. John just brilliantly smashes these two ideas together. He's saying Jesus isn't just a messenger from God, he is God's message. He's God made personal, someone we can finally see and understand.
And in this one single verse, John makes three absolutely massive claims about this word. First, he's eternal. He was there before anything was created. Second, he's relational. He was with God, which means he's distinct, but in a perfect relationship. And third, and this is the big one, he was divine. He was God. It's a mind-bending mystery that sets the stage for the entire book.
Right here, you get this foundational idea of the Trinity. And think about what that means. The one who spoke galaxies into existence is the very same person who would come and walk among us. The Creator literally stepped into his own creation. It's just wild.
So, after establishing Jesus as the divine, creative Word, John shifts gears. He introduces another powerful metaphor that everyone, everywhere can understand: light.
John sets up this cosmic conflict that's also deeply personal, isn't it? The life that's in Jesus is the light for all of us, and that light means truth and purity and God's presence. And it's in a constant, direct struggle with the darkness. Confusion, sin, and that feeling of being separated from God.
And then John makes this incredible, definitive statement. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Notice the language here. This isn't about a battle that might be won. It's a declaration of victory right from the start. It's a promise that no matter how dark things get, the light is always, always stronger. It can't be put out.
Okay, so there's this incredible, unbeatable light. But how are people supposed to know about it? How would they even recognize it in the first place? Well, to answer that, John introduces a really crucial person, a man sent from God.
And this is so important. Faith usually doesn't just pop up out of thin air. It often comes because we hear about it from someone else, a witness. John the Baptist's entire life had one purpose: to be a giant neon sign pointing everyone's attention to someone else. He was the messenger, not the main event.
So you have the religious leaders of the day, and they're just grilling him. They're trying to figure him out, to put him in a box. But his answers are just this incredible masterclass in humility.
They ask him straight up, "Are you the Messiah, the Christ?" And his answer is immediate and firm: "I am not."
So they try again. Okay, are you Elijah, the great prophet we've been waiting for? Again, a simple, I am not. He just refuses to take on a title that isn't his.
Are you the prophet? And again, just a simple, direct, no.
Do you see what he's doing? His whole identity is about pointing away from himself. He wasn't trying to build his own brand or get his own followers. His mission was to get smaller so that the true light, Jesus, could be seen more clearly. It's really powerful.
I mean, this quote from later in the Gospel just sums up his entire mission perfectly. It's a pretty amazing model for what it means to be a true witness. So when John finally does identify Jesus, the title he uses is just packed with meaning. Behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. For his audience, this would have instantly brought to mind the Passover lamb and the entire sacrificial system. John is declaring, right from the get-go, that Jesus isn't just a great teacher. He's here to be the ultimate sacrifice for all of humanity.
Okay, so we've been way up high, talking about divinity and creation.
Now, the camera suddenly zooms all the way in. The focus shifts from the cosmic and universal down to the deeply personal. It's all about how this divine word actually interacts with regular people.
And what happens next is this beautiful ripple effect of invitation. Jesus doesn't start with the scholars or the powerful people. He starts with ordinary fishermen. And notice how it spreads. It's not a big public announcement. It's one person getting excited and telling another. Andrew runs to get Peter, and Philip goes and finds Nathanael.
Now, when Philip's friend Nathanael is skeptical, Philip doesn't argue with him. He doesn't try to win a debate. He just gives him this simple, brilliant invitation. Come and see. And that right there becomes the invitation for the whole gospel. It doesn't ask you to have it all figured out first. It just invites you to come and explore for yourself.
And here's why that matters so much. When Jesus meets Simon the fisherman, he doesn't just see a fisherman. He sees Peter, which means rock, the strong leader he's going to become. Jesus sees our potential, not just our past. And the message is so clear. It doesn't matter what your background is or what doubts you have. Jesus knows you, and he's calling you to a new identity and a new purpose.
So at the end of the day, John chapter 1 does it all. It shows us the divine identity of our Creator, it gives us the hope of a light that can never be extinguished, and it extends this personal, open-ended invitation to come and see. It lays out the whole case, and then it leaves each and every one of us with a question we have to answer for ourselves.